I just do all the things. I just do all the things. I just do all the things. Hi everyone, it's Roberta with Happy on the Home Front. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new and you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me on this YouTube journey of sharing my home, my heart, my faith, as I tackle everyday life as a stay-at-home mom and homeschool teacher to my children, wife, and keeper of the home, and keeper of the pets, and keeper of all the stuff. I just do all the things. So anyway, join me, come along. Thanks for watching. I'd love to chat with you in the comments below. And I hope that you will also choose to be happy on the home front. Hi everyone, it's Roberta with Happy on the Home Front. Welcome to my video of my homeschool room. I'm going to be giving you a tour of our homeschool room here in my home and telling you a little bit about what's in here, why it's in here, and whether or not it's working. Now, to give you a little bit of background, I am a former public school teacher. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education and biology and a master's degree in elementary education and reading instruction. So, I taught for, let me think, about 8 years total before we decided to add to our family, and then after that I decided to homeschool our youngest 2 children. So anyway, this homeschool room is going to remind you a lot of a traditional American classroom, and that's because I am a former teacher and that's what I like. So, but let me just get started for you and give you some more information. I currently have 2 students at home in my homeschool, Ezra and Ada. Ezra is 12 and Ada is almost 4. She's going to be 4 in just a few weeks. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try to take you around the room with me and point out some things. So let's see, what's the best way to do this? Okay. Okay, in the middle of the room we have 2 desks. We have my desk, which directly faces my son Ezra's desk. And I've got some work laid out for him that we need to work on later today. And then his little sort of supply box. And I keep this at his desk because then he has everything he would need to complete any work that I give him, including left-handed scissors, color pencils, erasers, pens, checking pens, and stuff like that. And that way he doesn't have to get up and go around the room. Okay, and even though it can be quite a distraction for him, his desk does face the windows because he likes that better. And also for him, let me give you this little tidbit, is his stool. It used to be a full office chair with a back, but we took that off because it was being turned over quite a bit. So I decided to take the back off of that, and then that way he can sit the way he wants to sit. He likes to put his knees up. He likes to kind of lay across it, so whatever. And then also it's out of the way. It slides right under his desk. And we got this chair on Amazon a couple of years ago. Okay, that is the doorway to the kitchen. And then sort of behind Ezra, we have some double 3x3 cubicle shelves that we got a long time ago at Pottery Barn. And so we've been using those a long time, and I added a second set. I can't remember. It's been a few years though, so I don't know if this is still available, but it's very sturdy. And then this year, when we decided to redesign the room, I did have my husband stack them one on top of the other. The baskets, which are a perfect fit, I found at Target.com. And I can try to link those for you, but they do fit in these shelves perfectly, and I love them because before I had lots of different colors of containers, lots of different sizes, lots of different shapes, and it was very, very visually overwhelming, not only for me, but for my kids. So that has helped that. And what is in these bins is stuff for the kids. Okay, so in this container, which Ezra can reach, it has his reference materials like an old-fashioned dictionary and thesaurus. And then in these two bins, and maybe this one, yes, in these three bins are Ezra's homeschool materials, some of his books and workbooks, and extra notebooks and paper. So that way it's accessible for him. It's just right here at his desk, and that's easy for him to get to. Okay, the rest of the bins contain, let's see, Ada's finished work. This one's currently empty, praise the Lord, because I have been cleaning things out. They hold, let's see, coloring books, stickers. You see why those are up high, and lots of different educational materials and puzzles for Ada. These are all the containers of different types of coloring materials, crayons, color pencils, watercolor pencils, and so on and so on, that are for Ada and Ezra. If he wants to use them, he certainly can. These are Ada's ABC themed books. And then, let's see what's in this one. Oh, it's turned around the wrong way, so I'm gonna have trouble getting it out. Oh no. Oh no, here we go. And then some more educational materials and activities for Ada. And those are in various containers inside these bins. And she can get these out, or she can ask me for help in getting these out. Now down here are her counting books. Okay, so that's that. Then hanging on the end of that, I have a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, a 12 pocket hanging file. And this is really for me. I have here stickers that we use a lot, me and Ada. Some of my originals that I might need to make more copies of for either of the kids. To-do lists, more originals. And then I have several pockets here for Ezra's completed work, extra file folders, etc. So that's really for me. Up on top of that, we have our globe, which we pull down every now and then, and their Kiwi and Tinker crates. Those are up there. Okay, then we have double doors. This used to just be a very large opening because this room was our dining room and we never used it. So we decided to make this the homeschool room when Ada was born. And then over here we have Ada's Play-Doh, all organized and labeled. And then we have the big supply cabinet, which is really just for me. And then we have stuff on the top that is for later and in the future for Ada. And some things that I don't want her to have access to just yet. Okay, so I'll give you some details about the supply cabinet another time, but it is full. There are lots of materials in there. Some things that are labeled and already scheduled for her, and then some that are not. And this needs to be cleaned out once again. So maybe that'll be a whole nother video. Okay, and then beside that is a cabinet we purchased, I believe it was almost a year ago, in preparation for Ada starting preschool with me. And I'm thinking we got that on Wayfair or Overstock, something like that. It came assembled, which was a big factor, and that it was white, because I felt like the pieces that I have in here can be used in other parts of our home. So that was kind of a factor for me. Up there is extra supplies and containers for making more homeschool materials for preschool for Ada. Okay, this cabinet has 3 sections, and this cabinet is mostly all about literacy and reading. So there are activities in here that are already labeled with a date. As you can see right in there, that one says February 8th. We are behind. And then there are materials that are not labeled because they are not in my plans yet. So everything in here, from recognizing letters to sounds, and so on and so on. Okay, then we come over here, and this is kind of one of Ada's little play areas here in the schoolroom. She has a whiteboard and blackboard easel, a portable whiteboard and blackboard there that I got at Tuesday morning. And this is a container full of musical instruments. And then the rest of this shelf is curriculum and books and resources for me or for Ezra to use. This is our homeschool plaque. Providence Academy Homeschool, established 2011. Ezra and I have been doing homeschool since before he was 3. And let's see, we have our little CD player here for, just toddler CDs and stuff. And it plugs through the back. Ezra's pencils. And one of my favorite Bible verses, Psalm 34:10b. And then we have our carving of Jesus that we got in Jamaica. Okay, and so that's just a bookshelf. It's also from Pottery Barn, and there is an identical one in Ada's bedroom. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, next is Ada's little desk. It is featured in a previous video, as is this room from a few years ago, and I will link that below. But this is her little desk. And I think this is the Melissa and Doug brand. And we got it, I think I got it on Zulily. And my husband put it together. And it's got a little matching chair. It is so cute. She loves it. And I've just sort of given up on trying to keep it from getting stained and scratched. So, oh well. Okay, and here is my desk. My desk is from Pottery Barn. It is several years old. But one thing I like about it is this protective piece of acrylic, kind of plexiglass, and you can put things under it that you need to look at, but use as reminders. So that's kind of neat. And then I have my supplies here that I use frequently, and notes and things like that. And then I usually keep Ezra's current curriculum, or what we're going to be working on for the day, right here on my desk, so I can just grab that and have it ready. And then down here are more materials for Ada and I, and then some more supplies. And let's see, I keep Ada's planning. I keep her lesson plan book over here, and the stuff that she's working on, I keep all of that out and over here, so that I can pull it pretty quickly. And right here I have a couple of activities, we call them games, that I need to either clean and replace or add to. So that's that. And then I have materials here in here for Ada that we're going to be doing. Okay, and in this cabinet, we did also purchase this new for this past school year. I think it was in kind of that same manufacturer as this one. And I loved it because it was white and it came already assembled. Okay, but I think it's supposed to be kind of like a buffet or like a TV cabinet for like your living room. But we just had to go with what would fit in here and was white. So there you go. This is what I consider the math cabinet. Okay, so everything in this cabinet has to do with mathematical skills, and then some over here has to do with some special type things like problem solving, visual discrimination, and like things like that. So, or fine motor skills like lacing and stuff like that. So that is that cabinet. And then let's see. So the kids could get nice, wonderful sunlight. This room is full of windows because it was the dining room, and we love it. We have a bird feeder out there that we love to watch the birds, and then we have another bird feeder right out here. We love to watch the birds and all the activity, and so that's a lot of fun. Okay, next we have this colorful rolling cart, and we've had this for a few years too, and in it I have more activities and hands-on materials and games that are for Ada, and she can basically get those out when she wants to. There's just lots of little hands-on stuff in here, like here's some magnetic letters and a magnet board. There's like a big magna-doodle in there. Here's a new writing thing she got for Christmas that we haven't really started yet. Here's a lacing activity, a dry erase book, and a little puzzle, stuff like that she can get out whenever she wants to. And then this is a little treat jar, a candle, a reminder to pray, and then this is an essential oil diffuser. And this is a little folding blackboard and whiteboard that I got. I'm thinking I either got it at Michael's craft store. I'm pretty sure it was Michael's craft store, but sometimes I'll write something up here that might be a number or a letter that I want to work on with Ada that she's having trouble remembering the shape of, either how to write it or how to recognize it. And so I'll write that on there, or I might put something on there like Happy Easter or something like that. Here's our pencil sharpener. We got that at Walmart several years ago, and it is still going strong. Okay, on the side here I have a tote bag hanging from a magnetic hook, and I use that. Over here on the side of the math cabinet I have whiteboards and dry erase boards and like a folding desk that we might use. And then up above that I have these two hanging shelves that I got at, I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure I got these at Michael's. They were in the clearance area because they were, I think, supposed to be like whiteboards for college students' doors or bedrooms or something. This surface in the back is actually kind of like kind of a cheap whiteboard surface, but I wanted to use them as shelves. I hung them on the walls. No, wait a minute, I didn't get these at Michael's. I got these at Home Goods, that's right. And you can see that the finish is coming off. They're not, very well made or anything, but they do the job. And this one holds our water spray and rags for the blackboard, and this one holds our supplies for cleaning whiteboards and our pointers. And this one holds all kinds of chalk. Chalk for Ada for outside, my chalk markers that I don't let anybody use, and then colored and white regular stick chalk. And up above that, I have a couple of learning games that I don't really want Ada to get access to very often because they make a big mess. The dog chews up the pieces, we lose them, it just becomes a constant thing. So I only get those out when I can supervise her. This one up here is a big ABC puzzle, and this one is a counting from 0 to 9 or 0 to 10 puzzle with stacking things. So, anywho. Okay, and let's see. This is our blackboard. We've had this for many, many years, and it is magnetic, which I love. It was in our other schoolroom and my husband moved it for us. I got it on Amazon, and I'll try to link that. This is Ada's alphabet stuff, and I I just keep that clipped up here with these magnetic clips. And this is a fractions chart for Ezra. This is a big magnetic piece of notebook paper. Isn't that neat? And that's for Ezra. And then I have lots of magnetic clips over here. I clip up exceptional work and our eraser and stuff like that. So, and then all over the room, you'll see that I have either scriptures or references to Jesus or Bible quotes because those really inspire me and they really help me and my kiddos, hopefully. Down here we have our trash can and we have a dog bed. Either of our dogs can come in and curl up, but our golden doodle puppy that you can see running out there actually likes to sit at the window and watch for the birds. But let's see here. And then we also just a short time ago installed these kind of rolling gates. They're kind of like a visor or a blind material, but anyway, you have to turn this with one hand and pull this with the other, and it pulls all the way out and it latches over here, and it's I think 41 inches tall, so our dog cannot jump over it. And it does go almost to the ground because sometimes our big dog, the golden doodle, can get in here and be kind of destructive when we have certain materials out. So I don't always want him in here. So, and we do have a rug that we got on rugs.com. And let's see, my aqua chair is from Amazon, and that's very comfortable. I think you can probably tell that I like color. I wish it were less visually busy in here, but it's not. I'm working on that. In my Clean My Schoolroom video with me, which I'll link below, I did do a lot of cleaning out, and that allowed me to get some materials out of these shelves that we just didn't need anymore. And by the time Ada would need them, I'm sure there would be at least one or two newer editions of the same material. So I got those out, put them in boxes and bags, and we donated those. So I do like to clean things out. I don't like this much going on visually, but it is what it is. And every time I clean out something in one room, then another area gets trashed. So, you know, you just got to do the best you can do and work with what you have. And to be a successful homeschool parent, you don't have to be a former teacher, and you don't have to have a big fancy homeschool room. And I will also say that a lot of the materials I buy for my kids, especially Ezra's materials, are secondhand. I buy them on used curriculum groups on Facebook. I also buy them on eBay and other sites like thriftbooks.com. So you don't have to buy things that are new, and there are a lot of free materials out there as well. So if you have any questions at all, please ask me in the comments below, and I'll be glad to answer those, and I'll be glad to give you any tips or any help that I can. I have been doing this, now right around 10 years. We started when Ezra was about 2.5, closer to 3. We started homeschool and working on phonemic awareness and letter recognition. So, and Ezra was super good at that. We actually started on vacation. So, you know, you don't have to wait until a child is 4 or 5 or 6. If they're interested, then you can go ahead and start. And you can also make it very interesting. And as a young child, a preschooler, a toddler, school doesn't take very long. It can take maybe 20 to 30 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be any big deal. It doesn't have to be sitting at a desk. Okay, so anyway, ask me anything you'd like to know about homeschool or a homeschool room, and I'll be glad to give you my help. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. And I hope this video will encourage you and give you some ideas and help you to be happy on the home front. Thanks so much for watching.